Not that one. I'll do it. Say 3.
3, 2, 1, action.
We all struggle with fears in our life, be it fear of failure, be it fear of success. And we are so terrified of the success because now we have a responsibility that we built around our life. But what if I tell you that there are strategies that we can implement in our daily lives to create disciplines around that life so we would never have a fear of the regain again? What does it look like once we lose the weight and now having to keep it off for the rest of our life? And the goal is to implement the maintenance mindset in the beginning, role where we are so focused on losing the weight or hitting a goal that we are laser tunnel vision on that particular goal, where we take out food in our nutrition or we're substituting negative things for positive things in our lives, be it food, fitness, and sleep. Throughout that journey, are we practicing the mindfulness of the maintenance part when you hit that goal? And today, we're going to touch on why it's so important to implement a maintenance mindset before you even start your journey. You think on the finish line before you even start. We're not going to go through the race and then when we win, we figure out what's next. We're going to think about what's next at the beginning and then work our way backwards. You don't want to go through 6 months of grind, of discipline, of sacrifice to get to that point where now, okay, I lost the weight. Now, what in the world am I going to do to keep it off? How terrifying is that part of your life? Because now you are unknown. Now you don't know what you need to do to maintain the weight loss or the weight gain or the muscle build. You don't know what to do to maintain it. What does it look like practicing maintenance in the beginning opposed to when you hit your goal? None of us want to look back on 6 months of actually hitting a goal and now you have to go through 4 or 5 months of learning how to maintain it. Why not just learn it all at one time? Learn how to maintain your lifestyle as you're currently going through your lifestyle to lose the weight or to hit that goal that you want to have in your life. And this is where we start by making sustainable and realistic habits around your life. Look at your habits and start to do an audit. You will sit back and look at your last week and audit that week. And we will substitute those things for habits that we can implement for the long run and create a lifestyle around those habits instead of just following a plan to get you to your goal. Taking a few things out of our nutrition that we feel are not the best and substituting those things with healthier and whole foods. Either a fast for breakfast. Either you wake up and you fast for your breakfast, or you for lunch, you eat a high protein, low carb lunch, and then you do the same thing for dinner. Well, now you're eating with intention instead of just eating to get through the day. What is up, guys? Harold Logan here. I just want to take a break in action just to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope we can bring laughter, joy, enlightenment to learning how to live our best life and learning how to look at ourselves in the mirror and really love what we see, because that's what it's all about. Looking at your reflection and love what is looking back at you. Back to the video. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Sleep can be one of its own videos. I can talk a month on sleep. If you get adequate sleep throughout your night, 6 to 8 hours of sleep throughout your night, this is when your body is at rest, but it's also working. It's rebuilding itself. It's healing itself. It's recharging your battery to get to your day tomorrow. There are countless ways on why sleep is so important, but try to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep a day. You won't regret it. And to start to implement regular activity in your life, be it exercise, be it try a new hobby, doing something that you always wanted to do. As long as it's giving you some sort of activity level where it's heightening your heart rate, this can help you in the long run because it can show you that you don't necessarily need the gym to be able to lose the weight. Regular activity around your life is going to just enhance and speed up that process. How you doing? I'm good, babe. Baby, you don't have to whisper. All this gonna get edited out. When you keep track of your journey and you take the data that comes with your continuous growth and success within your life, it not only gives you motivation, but it empowers you to keep going when things get a little hard. We all have those days where we don't want to get up and go to the gym. We don't want to get up and do our exercise. We don't want to eat right because we feel like we lost 15 pounds and now we can celebrate a little bit more than we want to. But when you monitor and track your journey, you not only give yourself the data that you need to understand where you can switch up some things if things aren't working the way you want to, if you feel like especially in your nutrition, if you go through 2 weeks of eating a certain way, then on those treat days that you give yourself, you feel like you're giving yourself too much of a treat, that's when you can sit back and say, okay, the last 2 weeks, I need to scale back on my treat days and only give myself 1 day instead of 2. Or scale down your portion size. And tracking your progress throughout your journey will allow you to understand what your body likes, what your body needs, and what your body wants when it comes to your nutrition. And then that, with the maintenance mindset, will allow you to start to feel how you're going to feel once you get the weight off, once you hit your goal. Weigh-ins. Weigh-ins, weigh-ins, weigh-ins. Using the scale for your weigh-ins. I personally don't believe in weekly weigh-ins, but I do believe in tracking your progress from an inches standpoint. So real quick, I just want to touch on why the scale isn't as important in my coaching program. And that's because we at times get fixated on the number. We get so hung up on the number that we read on the scale that it completely derails us in a way that could be good or bad. When we start to lose weight, like I said before, we get a little bit more lax in our disciplines or in our drive and grind. We completely forget about all the success that we had thus far and this focus on what did I do wrong? I'm a failure. I did something wrong. It's going to take longer for me to get to my goal. I was never good enough in the beginning. I don't even know why I started. I should have never started. I can't get this thing right. And I've seen that for years in my coaching. And when we started to implement a different way of thinking when it comes to the numbers don't matter here. How you feel when you look in the mirror is the only thing that matters. How you feel when you put your clothes on you and your clothes start to fall off a little bit, and now you're calling me and saying, oh man, I gotta go and get a whole new wardrobe. When I understood that I was fixated on the number throughout my journey when I started my process years ago, I had to figure out how to change my mindset to understand how I felt was more important than how I looked. How I felt on the inside is only going to make the outside that much more beautiful. When I love myself with a higher frequency and put that mindset to work on a daily basis, the way I look is going to shine. The weight is going to inevitably come off. I'm going to shine brighter. I'm going to smile more. I'm going to feel better about myself. I'm not going to beat myself down when I make a mistake. I'm going to figure out ways and strategies to navigate this life successfully throughout the rest of my life. So that maintenance mindset that I adopted years ago is not going to be hard when I hit my goal because I will already have that mindset when I get to my goal. That's why the numbers don't matter here. If you want to weigh yourself, you definitely can, but I would focus on how you feel. I would focus on when you look in the mirror, Do you truly love the journey that you've led thus far? And do you need to figure out a way to either adjust it or stay the course? So now, where we substitute the scale, we add progress photos. You take weekly progress photos of your journey. It's almost like a flip book on your phone where you get to see every single week how you've been able to accomplish your goal and get closer to that goal while adopting that maintenance mindset of knowing how to live once you get to that goal. Monitoring the progress and taking note of your journey is keeping you accountable. It's holding you to that level of accountability that you need and you want from a coach, that you pay a coach for, that you pay a plan for, that you do all of these things that will take away the onus on you and put it on what you're paying for, and empowers you. It gives you the power to hold yourself accountable, even on those times when you don't want to. Everything is done for you. All you have to do is track your journey and take progress photos of yourself, and you're already holding yourself accountable. It's going to get you motivated. It's going to push you harder for your activity. It's going to have you say no to that way of eating, that style of eating that you did before, because you know you have to take that picture. And the one true thing about your reflection is it will never lie to you. You can try to run away from it as much as you want, but when you take a picture or when you look in the mirror, it's going to be brutally honest with you. If you put good and did good for your body for that week, it's going to show you. If you didn't, there's no loss in this game. God is giving you the gift of another day, and that is the furthest from a loss that I can ever think of. Get up, be grateful of this moment, and go out and try to be better than your yesterday. And if you knocked your yesterday out the park, go out and try to do it all over again. Make it fun for yourself. Surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with affirmation. You can beat anything that's in front of you. All you have to do is start, stay consistent, and be patient. To where your maintenance mindset, knowing that once I get to my goal, I will already have everything I need to live the rest of my life successfully, will already be a part of your life in the beginning of your journey. You don't have to worry about learning it once you get to your goal. You will already have it because you're implementing those strategies on a daily basis at the start of your journey. And for anybody that has made it to the end of this video, salute to you and thank you. And I want you to take this away. The only way to become different in your life is to do and act differently. Be great, guys.